back in business. Whew. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. All right. Never. I will never install the sync icons. Even after I pass on into the other side, there will still be no sync icons. And now this, and my great grandson won't inherit this PC, this hollowed PC. And even then, he won't do the shit. He won't do shit either. Ask me to. Don't tell me what to do. Never tell me what to do. You're not my mom, or my girlfriend, or my side piece. Now stop. Sorry about that. Just I'm back. I'm back. Guess who's back? ¿Qué tal, tío? Oh, no, no, motherfucker. Okay, I can do this. Okay. Estoy bien, sobrino. Estoy bien. Estoy bien. Ya termino con trabajo y estoy aquí dibujando en este stream. Tenemos 83 suscriptores y estamos trabajando por 90. Y todo el día yo dibujar en el stream 2 veces cada día, porque soy latino. Y los latinos trabajan muy duro en cualquier lugar. Arte, construcción, cualquiera, no me importa. No hablo español. Yeah, boom, right there. See? Out-Spanished you. I out-Spanished you, Big Toe. You thought you were really doing something when you came in with that. ¿Qué tal, tío? Nah. I do this. I've been to the quinceañeras. I've been lectured by my grandma for not knowing the language properly. And now that I have a grasp, she is passed away. And I hate myself for not having one single conversation that's actually double-sided with her. And I think about it every day. And I pray to God that she knows that I care about her, even in those final moments. That got sad real quick. Let's move on to something else. How are you? You know, how are you doing? And also, don't think you're slick. You called me Unk in Spanish. You remembered Miles Morales saying that? Nerd. No, stop. Dork. Nerd. I don't watch Spider-Man, I watch Blue Mountain State. My favorite character is the coach. I laugh out loud when he talks about outperforming statutory. He's a 45-year-old man. They're like 18 years old, yet he wants to bang them. Whoa! Alright, I never called you Unc yet, but yes, you did. Tío means uncle in Spanish. You fucked up, Big Toe. Now I'm gonna have to time you out. No, stop. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Those are the rules of the chat. You must never remind me of my mortality. Because I am very sensitive. I'm a very sensitive man-child. And I don't like... No, it does mean that. It does mean that. But Theo, for me, like, maybe it's like... Maybe it was in my side of South America, but, or my little island of DR, but, yeah, no, Theo means uncle. Matter of fact, Theo means uncle for, like, a lot of cultures. But yeah, no. Now back to my sarcasm. You must never remind me of my mortality. Never. Because I am sensitive and I'm a man-child and I'm not ready to grow up. Despite the fact that I'm 25 years old. I'm not ready. No! I want to stay in. And just watch cartoons all day like I was 5. Someone called Kids Next Door an old cartoon, and now I'm having a panic attack. It's not old. It's not old. 2008 was just 16 years ago. That's not long. And then, Skibidi Toilet. I totally understand Skibidi Toilet. I think Roblox. I don't think Roblox is stupid. Roblox is stupid at all. I don't think it's tacky at all, and I have to force myself to play Roblox just to deny that I'm getting older. Oh no. Oh, Big Toe, you don't understand. You do not understand. Sweet summer child, you don't understand. We had brain rot, but it was a different form of brain rot. Fred, Annoying Orange, that's brain rot. Big Bang Theory, brain rot. No. Brain rot just didn't appear. It evolved, bro. It evolved. The only true, see, I'm making Frankenstein look insanely old. He need, the Annoying Orange and Fred. Yeah, I was a huge fan of that for some reason. I don't know why. Now I think it's stupid. But I was so into that. Like, I even watched the Nickelodeon movies, like Night of the Living Fred. Hey, it's Fred! Lucas Crankshack. Some little theater kid. He's older than me, probably. And, he's just he's got the sound filter of his voice going way high to make him sound like really annoying. And he just, he's just screaming and screaming. And, yeah. No, I used to be into that as a kid. And I'm embarrassed to say that, but it was the truth. Also Annoying Orange. Pop Tropica, that was a huge thing when I was a kid. Pop Tropica, Jesus. My God. My God. I remember Pop Tropica, dude. I really loved the superhero part. It was so hard for me to beat, though. Also, another thing. What is something I remember? I remember Diary of a Wimpy Kid. In my day, that book, man, it was the shit. It was the shit. Man, before I was drawing Marvel Comics, or, like, this is fucking hilarious. Sonic, I was drawing that. The way I would draw myself in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I draw myself like this. Here you go. Basically, Greg Heffley was like, what? This. Got the big circle, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, I drew myself like this as like when I was 10. Boop, bop, 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 boop, boop, bop. That was me. That was how I drew myself. I was such a big fan of that book, that series. Mr. Nut. How's it going, Mr. I'm not even gonna pronounce that, dude. It's just Egyptian hieroglyphics. You remember drawing yourself in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid style too? Man. That book. Yeah, apparently the kid who's Mr. Acid, Mr. Puzzles. Okay, okay, okay. Apparently the guy who's doing no, the guy who played Greg in Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a musician now. Yeah, it's Zachary Gordon. He was in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. No, no, Zachary Gordon. Yeah, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He, yeah, he's also a musician now. The first, there's a third one. I didn't get past. I did not get past Roderick Rules at all. Well, except for, I did get past Roderick Rule. Like, I did not get like. Hmm. I didn't get past the first two movies. The first movie, oh, that was a classic, certified hood classic. I love that movie. Roderick Rules, amazing. It's not like the first one, but amazing. You forgot the movies existed? Of course you did. I'll never forget though. Never. Because watching that was a core watching that film was a core childhood memory. Quite frankly. I was 10 years old in that theater. To be fair, I'm focused on so many things I forgot a lot of. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I was 10 years old when that came out. Bro, everyone had a crush on Roderick. I did too. I mean, I didn't really have a crush on Roderick, seeing as how I was a heterosexual sexual man, or a boy. Like, okay, if anything, I kind of had a crush on Greg's mom, but But that was like way later. Way later. That's it. When I was like, I don't know. When I revisited the films as an older person, as an older minor. By that point, I was like really into, I was secretly kind of like into, MILFs. I was doing some exploratory journeys in the computer, and the category MILF came in, and when I put that on, it changed my life. I'll tell you what. Whew, it changed my life. And then after that, I couldn't look at Greg's mom the same. I could never look at Greg's mom the same. Bruh, his mom. Yes. Yes. His mom. I mean, what was I supposed to do? When I definitely didn't have a crush on I definitely didn't have a crush on Holly. I don't know. Maybe I did when I was like 11, and when I saw saw the movie. I don't know the actress. Hey hey hey, hey hey hey. It's BitConnect Caltronics. What's up? What is up, Caltronics? The ceiling? Okay. Uh. Yeah. Very, very smunny. Very, very funny. Funny. What's up? Well, I'm doing great. I got a 2 day off. I'm off for 2 days from work, so that's gonna be cool. Also, hey Caltronics, we just reached 83 subscribers. We are 7 away from why do I say our? Like it's a team effort. Oh my god. I don't know. What's wrong with me? I overthink everything. 90 subs. We're close to 90 subs. 7. You know what? This is a parasocial relationship. Just accept it. We're close to 90 subs. Let's go. Exactly. That's the spirit. You know what? We are a collective. We're the Borg. Alright? As much as I want to deny it, as much as I want to make it not parasocial and healthy as possible, it's not the reality that we live in. We're a collective. We're the Borg. This channel isn't mine anymore. At this point, people could essentially live through my life vicariously. I don't know why they'd want to. It's quite pathetic, but they can. All right. You know what? Yeah, we're. You know what? Yeah, no. W's in the. It is our channel now. Exactly. Yep. Yep. It's your channel. I owe nothing, and I'll be happy. W's in the chat apparently. Something that the young kids do now. I'm 25, so Oh, but you're not sharing mine. Oh, but I have to share them. Okay, that's wild. That's interesting. That's interesting, Mister. That's interesting, Mr. Acid. That's interesting. Okay, so Caltronics, how is Denver? And by the way, if this channel turns into a cult, I'm blaming you, Mr. Acid. I'm blaming you. If we end up drinking poison-laced Kool-Aid and eating people, I'm blaming you. I'm putting the entire blame on you. Just so you know. Anyway, yeah, no, we're 83, and we're like 7 away from 90. And with enough effort, God willing, we make it to 90. You know, that's super cool. Yep. So the Discord is coming closer and closer with every day I stream. So get your art ready. It's going to be an interesting experience. Also, I think at the end of September, yes, my channel is many years old, but I haven't worked on it. I'm working on it now. At the end of October, I will be having a mentorship. But I don't know. I will be streaming myself doing the homework assignments, so, you know, there'll be that. We'll make it like a dumb influencer thing. Hey, get ready with me. You know, watch me poorly do this art assignment. I spent around $500 for this mentorship, and I'm hoping that it'll save me from unemployment. I'm not feeling this Dr. Frankenstein. See, that's not even fair, dude. Now you're making me regret this. You are making me regret this. I can't, you know. If I make a Discord, a cult will inevitably form. This is going to be terrible. I'm going to end up on CNN. There's a new far-right incel cult. What do you... Cult that has 3 manifestos. What do you make of this? It's like, since you started the cult, it's like, I'm on the screen. It's like I'm on the screen, sweating my face off. It's like I just wanted to make comics, man. I thought this would be, you know, a good idea to, you know, to build an audience and build a community and, like, you know, like kickstart my career. And, you know, I it was so hard because the industry, the comic book industry, in and of itself is so exploitative. And I thought I could, like, you know, if I made a comic book, I get some bad cosplay chicks, you know. I'm just a simple man with a simple desire for simple things. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please believe me. Please. It's like, we understand. He's a Nazi. He's alt-right. It's like, what? No! Take him away. No! And then, you know, and then the I'm whisked off, never to be seen again. And I'm put next to Kanye West. And he's in a golden, what do they call them? Straight jackets. Yeah, straight jacket. And he's talking about dragon energy. And I'm just like, please, I can't take this anymore. Please help me. Get me out of here. I'm blaming you. No, stop. You're always bragging about having a girlfriend, bro. Stop. You know, you know, you know. When I get a girlfriend, I'm gonna talk about her too. All the time. See how you like that. My girlfriend asked me to draw her stuff too. Yeah, I dropped off my girlfriend at work. I'm gonna go to a truck stop and have a gay affair. Well, God, no, stop. Don't tell my girlfriend now. It's, yeah, but you know what? No, this is ridiculous. Why do I have to do this? When will that be? When I get a girlfriend? It's soon, man. Just give me a second, okay? You know. When you're neurodivergent, you know, Riz doesn't just come. It needs to be forged. Okay? Just give me. See, there you go again, hating. Okay, Mr. Nice, you're this close to getting timed out. I'm 25. I'm Elder Gen Z. I can say Riz whenever I want. All right, it's my word too. Just cause I'm 25 does not mean does not mean I'm gate kept from using the word Riz. Matter of fact, I'll say it all the time. Riz, 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 Riz. Matter of fact, one day I'll make a stream that is just nothing but me saying the word Riz. Just to spite you. Because that's how dedicated I am. OPO, Unk. See? Nah. Nah. You're not gatekeeping? Anyway. A stream you would never watch. Exactly. Nah, oh god. That's cruel. Yeah, I think one thing, wait. Could this, I don't know. Jesus. Yeah, that sucks. You know, I remember uh, when I was in middle school, there was a time where essentially during during a free class, a free period, we had like a substitute teacher. Well, not a free period. It was during science or something. We had a substitute teacher, and essentially, the kids saw the substitute teacher and saw that as an opportunity to just go off. And so when they were gone, the kids immediately just like my no, not kids, they're adults now. Pop, the students essentially just on a whim just went buck wild. They started throwing chairs, tables, books. It was everywhere, and it was just too much for me. And so I essentially just I I went under the table and I just waited it out. And by that point, you know, everyone was like in so much trouble, well, except for me, because well, I hid under a chair, no, a table. I was like, you know what? Yeah, nah. Yeah, I kind of get it a little bit. Hopefully, if not, then you can call me out of touch and unk in the chat, and then I will time you out because I am bitter. Damn it! It's a damn shame I couldn't get Caltronics to stay. I wanted to ask about Denver. Denver, Colorado. The mountains. Colorado. I've never really visited that part of America. I always wanted to, though. I never lived close to mountains before. Only hills. OPO? What does OPO stand for? Yeah. I think you're gonna have to pay it. I think you're gonna have to play through the pain. Because at this point, they're not gonna get their act together. They're gonna keep acting like idiots. And I should know, I've been in your position. More than once. Hmm. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, because they're kids. Quite frankly, they're not going to learn their lessons. Quite frankly, it's going to be quite a while until they learn like anything close to one. Because, well, it's like you're a kid. You don't have a lot of responsibilities. You don't really, shit. Not a lot of, you're not gonna get a lot of consequences to your actions. I mean, quite frankly, it's just the first, the first, I think, God, how do I just, okay, well, no, god damn Photoshop. The first couple of years of your life, unless you live in a third world country, is essentially just easy mode. Because, as a kid, you are essentially useless. Colorado. The same place where the South Park kids lived. I want that. I'd love to live in a small town. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm privileged and I live in some way, and I live in a big city, and wow, big city, wow. There's a glamour to it, and small towns are boring, and it's like New York is a city that never sleeps. Meanwhile, it's like small town, people sleep. Quite frankly, if you're gonna want to find anything, if you want to find anything that's like, anything fun to do after like 11. What? It's true. I should know. I used to be one. I was a kid. I was useless. My parents handled mostly everything for me as a kid. I mean, why won't they let me use headphones? Well, I think, I don't know, I didn't really need them. Quite frankly, some neurodivergent kids, most neurodivergent kids needed them. I didn't, I guess. No, never really needed headphones. Quite frankly. But the right amount of therapy and luck, I was able to mask pretty well. So, oh, you're talking that. You were talking to Mr. Acid, not me. My bad. All right, my bad. Well, that's the failure of the American education system. I lived in a different part of America, if I lived in small town America, I don't know. I think I'd like to think my childhood would be like a Stephen King novel, but that'd just be that'd be wrong. The U.S. education system, yeah, it's amazing. It is terrible. And the federal government is cutting funding to the education system. I mean, it's bad enough that they really give any support to teachers. They have to buy their own supplies, but yeah, no, this is bad. So, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. At all. It's terrible. Come on. He doesn't look paranoid. He just looks. I don't know. He doesn't look paranoid. I hate this. Maybe I should have stuck with the handsome one. Search it. Yep. This one. This guy right here. Should have stuck to the photogenic one, but nah. I had to stick with him. Like an idiot. And now I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Stuck. Ah. Boring stream. Boring. I think out of all my streams, this is the most boring that I've ever done. I'm not proud of this. I'm super bored. I'd much rather be doing something else, but in the end, this needs to be done. So, It means yes to elder to the Philippines. Big Toe. Are you Pinoy by any chance? Are you of the Pinoy people? Are you Filipino? Sorry. Was that... Yeah. Is my boy Pinoy? Per snaps? I told you I was Dominican, man. Guess what? Okay, what is it? Pinoy? Yes. Well. As another person, it looks like we have something in common. Your culture got colonized by the Spaniards. My culture got colonized by the Spaniards. It's 11 p.m. Nice. Your mom walked in the room? Brown Brothers. That's right. My brother in colonization. "3:55 a.m. Give yourself some extra hours, man. Yes. Alright. Maybe I could add some colors here and just have this be an iterative process. This. I can always just save this. Okay. The next stream is next morning. You're acting like I'm going on hiatus here. I'm not. This is like, I'm doing this every single day. Also, before you go, please like the video. I could work on this. Oh wait, you're going too? Man. Are you gonna abandon me? You sound just gonna leave? You sound just like my wife. No, go ahead. If you gotta sleep too, if you gotta go too, you gotta go. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh boy. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm gonna stay on for a good while. I'm gonna try and I don't know make progress on either of these projects. I got the guts thing over here, and I have this. And I feel stupid. This doesn't have character. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna try and do his design traditionally, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So I think also both of their designs. Maybe I just need to get my hand on some paper, and like maybe that's when the character will start to flow. Because right now I don't know. It's just that I've just been striking out with the human characters of this project. I don't know what's with me. I mean, Jesus Christ. I've been procrastinating on this a while, and the more I try, the more worse it's getting. I don't know what's wrong with me. Legitimately. So, I think maybe I'll just save this. Work on this for later. Maybe he should more have like a more confident, like high class thing. I don't know why. Should have a more confident, high class air around of him. Yeah. No. I think I'm gonna take a break. I've been doing nothing but taking breaks from what I've been doing. You know what? I don't know, I'll take a break and just color this. For the love of Christ. Okay. This could be the cover for the art book that I want to crowdfund. Mistakes were made. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Something's going on. Who is subscribing right now? If these are all alters, these are all alternate accounts, I'm going to be disappointed. No, they're not. Because the algorithm will smack me down. It will shoot me down. Cause it was always you. Cause it was always you. These better not be alters. Gotta stretch the legs a bit. I'm back. Alright, so this is essentially from one of my trad streams. Shoot. From when I would essentially kind of stream from my cell phone and do essentially just drawings with just my brush pen and nothing else. You're back. thought you had something to do, my Pinoy friend. Also, Big Toe, while you were gone, I've had my 84th subscriber. I don't know where these guys are coming from. These might be bots. But you're done now? Okay. I have my 84th subscriber. I don't know who these guys are. These might be bots. I'm not sure where they come from. I hope they're not bots. Because apparently, like, the YouTube algorithm will recognize that, and like it's like that's when they go full Terminator mode. It's like they just take away subscribers and I'm set back by a lot. But you know, hey, if you're not, then thank you for your support. Not complaining. Nice. This is awesome. Thank you. And as you're watching this, I hope you're drawing too. Because this is not only like supposed to be like a, yeah, it's like, it's kind of weird. They're probably just using my, oh no, oh, here it is, back. They're probably just using my channel as like, I don't know, as like a thing to sleep to. I'm not sure. They're not like, they're obviously not like, you know, into my art. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe they're just being nice. I don't know. No idea. No one's chatting. You know, once I try to get people to chat, but then that just makes them go away. So I just stay quiet. It's like, chat, say something, please. I'm dying here. You want this chat stream to be entertaining? Say something. And then, you know, it's like the viewer count immediately just depletes. I'm like, damn it, I made it worse. So, you know, I just say nothing. I just keep drawing. I don't know who's watching this. Something. I need interaction to make this interesting. If I don't, then I'm just drawing. And people are just gonna be like, this is boring, and then just click out. It's already happening. So, but hey, we're growing. I don't know how. It defies logic, but we're growing. We are now 86, no, not 96. We are now 6 subs away. What to talk about? What's something that's happening in current events? I have no idea. Says? We could talk about the president wanting to invade Iran again. I think. We could talk about. I don't know. See, that's the problem. I'm, I'm, yeah, I have the same condition, but when it comes to like, oh wait, oh, I think I have an idea. All right, so essentially, there is a there are conservative black YouTubers, right? And essentially, they're called, yeah, there are they're called the Hodge twins. They used to be like, they used to be about bodybuilding and satire, but now they're just like they've completely sold out to the Daily Wire, and essentially they do conservative commentary, and there are basically a lot of these like basically just like people, like these strange people who are all white and they want to make a all white village, you know, like on some Midsommar type stuff. And basically, like the Hodge twins are like, let us in, man. We're not all black. We're only 40%. And then, they were like, no. And essentially, it was kind of like their African American wake up call. It's like, hey, to every black leading conservative leading black person, these people. Now, of course, not all of them are, but most of them most people in the Conservative Party tend to have very racist views towards you, and yes, they might welcome you. They might essentially say, they might essentially like shake your hand and use you as a prop. But when you've outlived your usefulness, when you've essentially they're no longer in a place where they have to convince people or their detractors that they're not bigoted, then they will essentially discard you. And that's exactly what happened. And now, I don't know. And the same thing happened to basically the guy behind. Do you know Myron from Fresh and Fit? Basically, same thing happened to him too. Where essentially he was very like, he was very racist and anti. You could describe him as like a self-hating black person, and you know he was at kind of like at a Twitter chat filled with like all white supremacists, and they essentially just like they essentially hated him. They did not respect him at all. They saw his skin color and they were immediately like, "You are not one of us." Nope, you don't know who Myron Gaines is? Well, yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. I do though. He is the host of the show Fresh and Fit. It is a red pill dating podcast. It has, I don't really think it has anything substantive to say about dating. What they normally do is, they live in Miami, so they go into clubs or party districts. They get half in the bag girls, and they essentially have them, just they basically shout at them and they gish gallop, like talking points, and they, debate them while they're half in the bag drunk. It's nothing really special, nothing really substantive to to worry about. But yeah, no. Also, what is something else that happened? Oh right, yeah. Myron Fresh and Fit had a girlfriend, and she left him for a construction worker at Home Depot. And I'd feel bad for the guy, but not really. It's like you put yourself in a position where essentially it's like you can't really have a healthy relationship. It's like if you hate women, and it's like you can't hate women and then want to have a long lasting relationship with them. You can't like it's like being a radical feminist that also wants to get married. It's like that's not gonna happen. It's like you can't coexist with or have sex with what you hate. Okay, maybe you can maybe you can do the latter, but you can't coexist and you know share a life with what you hate. Man, it's not gonna work. You know, because your biases will always get in the way, and your partner will inevitably like will essentially look at how you talk about people like in their gender, and they will inevitably essentially start to think about it like it's like what it's like this person like is he or she the best person to stick around with if we have a fight or a conflict. How will he or she handle that? Will he or she handle it in a healthy way, or will their personal biases basically explode and make everything worse? And so yeah, no, she left him. I mean, it's kind of saddening though. It's like a lot of dudes, they're lost, and they want to, they want to have connections. They want to, they want to feel attractive to women. They want to, I'm in the same boat, and they're confused as to how they can make that happen. And there are a lot of people on the internet that can lead them astray. One thing I want to try tomorrow is I was told that a good place to meet people is rock climbing. So there's a rock climbing gym in Harlem. I want to go there and meet people. Hopefully there are women there, but mostly people. And if I can get them, like if I can, like, I don't know, I feel like if I could just talk to them the way I talk to my lesbian friends, which is just like normal, I'll come off across as cool, getting some good practice. And then I don't know, something I don't know. I never really had a girlfriend, so it's gonna be difficult. I envy those for the relationship experience, or people who are younger than me that have relationship experience. It's like I feel like there's something you're gonna raise. Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna raise rock climbers. It's like, hey girl, I love your grip strength. You got strong fingers. I I got strong fingers too, if you know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. And then they're like, ew, get away from me. I'm calling the cops. And then, hey, I don't get a girlfriend, but I do get a prison wife. No, I do get a prison boy. Nah, I do become a prison wife. Where it's like, look, I was just trying to get her numbers, officer, I swear. And the next thing you know, Tyrone is gonna be like, hey, get back here! I want to cuddle. It's like, you okay? Yes, Tyrone. No, it's yeah, I'm gonna try and raise rock climbers, but also, rock climbing seems fun. I envy those who have relationship experience. I feel like when I'm around people like this, I feel like I always feel inferior. So I can't help but, feel that way. It just feels like they have something that I don't. Granted, I understand, in some cases, being alone is better than being in a relationship. That's a good for some people. That's a good assessment. If your partner treats you like shit or cheats on you, then yeah, no, being single is the obvious, obvious, it's the obvious way. It's the obvious way to go. But damn, it's like our species is just so predicated upon like reproducing. Like, there's a reason why 800 people exist in the world. Because human beings, we are creatures of connection and community. Like, for example, you have like the alpha male. Like a lot of alpha males are in prison. But here's the thing about the alpha male. It's like the alpha male, he's always gonna want to be the lead. Like alpha males are in prison. Like a lot of alpha type guys, they're basically just in jail. They're in jail for assault, battery, all that type of stuff, and essentially they're they can be a bit antisocial. With my personality type, I'm not sure it's possible for me to pull. I mean, it's not impossible. People are going to be into you, I guess. I mean, I've had experiences where people were into me. Granted, I didn't know, or I wasn't exactly all that into them, so nothing happened. But, yeah, it's not possible. I mean, like I said, 8 billion people exist for a reason. It's like a lot of people manage to to meet somebody and multiply. Like, quite frankly, like homeless people have children, and that require no problem, man, no problem. I think you gotta underselling yourself is not the way to go. And that also not to mention, it's like homeless people, they reproduce. Imagine being homeless. No, you don't shower because you don't have one. Nothing's going on in your life. Nothing good's going on in your life. You're going from shelter to shelter, couch to couch. You're begging people for money, and then at some point, another person, possibly another homeless person, is looking at you and is like, "Damn, I'd buy that for $1. Damn, I'd take him or her out back." Back to the back. No, I'd love to take him or her to the back of a White Castle, I'd bang that person or in the park at night. It's like, don't worry about it. But no, okay, back to it's like, I feel like we are creatures of community and connection. It's like you have say, of course you have like the alpha males, they're, but like, it's like here's the thing about them, most of them are in jail. Like they cannot function in a group or a collective because they want to lead things, and sometimes like it's like they don't exactly have like the empathy that's needed to essentially kind of like to effectively run a community. Granted, it does get them a lot of chicks, but that's what happens. That's what leads to a single mother epidemic, to it, like that not single mother epidemic. That's what leads to like broken homes and single motherhood and all that stuff. I think, quite frankly, it's like if you take like, I don't know, I feel like the reason why we're people of like, say, community and connection is because, well, quite frankly, it's kind of like a nature's cheat code, really. It's like if you take like a lion, yeah, if you take a lion, I don't know, like an alpha dude, like some Conan the Barbarian type dude, like, and you basically face him off against a couple of dudes who are not as big or as strong or as ripped as he is, but they have pointy sticks and he doesn't. The dudes with pointy sticks are gonna win every time, because they can be smart, they can coordinate. It's like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna form a circle around him, right? Or like, no, okay, here's what we're gonna do. One of us is gonna sneak up from behind and stab him, and then immediately back off, and then we're gonna chase him off, right? He's gonna run, and as he runs, he's bleeding out, blood loss. Then when he gets tired, we immediately surround him and just poke him until he can't move anymore. And that's how they win. Quite frankly, just like, humans are people of like connection, and to basically just deny that, I don't know. Also, I don't know, it's nice the idea of a person, of a partner, of a life partner to be there for you. It's nice. Someone to raise a family with, someone to basically be there for you during like an emergency. Like, someone to basically kind of like, when you're going through like a very bad allergic reaction, or if you're hit by like a car and you're in the ICU or in a hospital room on life support, like, she would essentially, like, your partner would essentially, like, it's like, call everyone, call everybody. They're on the verge of tears, they're calling your parents. It's like, oh my god, Jacob got hit, they got hit, some drunk driver. Then that boom, parents are here. You wake up, and they're like, it's like, oh my god, are you okay? Oh my god, I thought we lost you. Something like that. Also, yeah, as an introvert, yeah, as I am, I still need some good interaction. Yeah. Quite frankly, that's kind of also what I need too. I
think you're probably in the Philippines, but I think it's, or you're in America. Let's say you're in America. Meetups are pretty good for that. There's also the Art Students League where I think I should probably go back, but the Art Students League is essentially a league where you kind of go to hang out with people who have the same interests as you. You know, in that case being art. And I've met quite a few people there. Pretty cool. I'm Phil AM. So you're probably in the Philippines. I mean, the Philippines, they're really, they probably have some pretty good, they're pretty talented people. Great artists, great singers, probably have something. Maybe go to a gym. Meet a muscle mommy. Talk to her. Now you're in the US? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I didn't know what Phil AM is. Okay, so, yeah, no, meetups. Meetups or cooking classes. You know? Something. And I think I kind of had some improvement when it comes to talking to girls. One thing is, no, it's good, it's good. One thing that I think I credit my coworker friend. I don't know, and I call her my coworker friend, but we haven't talked in a while. I have her phone number, but I don't keep in contact. So it's like, what's the point? I don't know. Her name is Jazz, like the American art form. She is a lesbian. She is a 5'2" lesbian chick, and we have been co-workers for I think a year. And honestly, when I talk to her, despite the fact that she's a woman, I'm not scared or nervous. I think when I talk to people who I'm not attracted to, who are lesbians, I can essentially just calm down and be like, oh, okay, like it's that, it's like, oh my god, it's a pretty girl. Does she like me? Like, that needy, it's like, I want to get laid. Part of your brain just shuts the fuck up. It's like, stop. It's like, stop. You're making it awkward. It's like, oh my god, I want to be funny. Let's try being funny. And it's like, you try to be funny, but it doesn't work. You just come off as awkward or pathetic. Yeah, that stuff, that shuts down. And honestly, talking to her was fun. I always enjoyed it. It's like, we were friends. I feel like, honest to God friends, I guess. I would talk about, not the freaky part of your brain, the loser part of my brain, the desperate part of my brain, the porn infected part of my brain. It's like, me, if we get her to like us, then she'll be our girlfriend and touch it, and it'll be like the pornos, and we'll finally be happy. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You loser. Come on, stop being such a dork. That part of my brain that I just don't like. It's not as worse as like the
the part of my brain that gives me gross, intrusive thoughts. I think the worst part about working with children, for me, is the intrusive thoughts. Where it's like the intrusive part of your, like a part of your brain makes a very inappropriate, shoots very inappropriate images of like the kids that you're working with into your head. And you're like, you're like Tetsuo from Akira. You're like, leave me alone! Ah! Ah! Just like, stop it! No! That part of your brain, that's worse. But the Guna part, I'm kind of disappointed in. Yeah, no, it's just, I think the goal is, I think the best part is, not the best part is, I think like the true strategy is, it's like you gotta talk to women like you don't want to, like you're not attracted. Buddy, you don't want to know. And by the way, don't worry, nothing's happened. Nothing awful has happened. It's just sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's like an OCD thing. It's most likely an OCD thing. I don't want to like self-diagnose. But like it's like it's probably like a form of OCD that I haven't like that it's like that I haven't really talked about yet. But yeah, no, I think I can deal with that because it's like in the end, like it's like I can calm myself down, and it's like you're not a bad person. These are just thoughts. You've never acted out on them once. Why? Because you're a good person, and you know that it would be disgusting if you did that. You would never in your life do that. These are just intrusive thoughts that your brain shoots at you because it's kind of a dick. And you gotta, let that go. So, it's, I don't know. It's nothing bad. Hope I didn't creep you out with this. I'm actually kind of it's actually personal stuff I'm talking about. Actually, you know what? Hold on. This could be a good title. Be Right Back. BRB. The Works of JEJR. That could be a good, yeah. BRB. Be Right Back. The Collected Works of JEJR. Tell me, Big Toe, would you crowdfund this? Would you crowdfund this, huh? Huh, bro? This looks great. Looks amazing. BRB. It's like the cover of a... You're broke? Damn it. Damn it. Oh god. I'm cooked. Alright, fair enough. Would you take your mom's credit card? And okay. Would you take your mom's credit card and crowdfund it? Please? pretty please, with the butter, with a cherry on top. Really? Is that a yes? It's not a no. Let's go. It's not a no. I'm gonna make it out the hood, you guys. It's gonna be awesome. It's not a no. Haha. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes! Oh yeah! Come on, baby! Thank you for taking your mom's credit card and using some of her retirement money to change my life. Appreciate it, Big Toe. Appreciate you, pimp. What does that mean? TAE meaning. What does TAE stand for? I don't know what that stands for. All I know is, in this art book, this is going to be a part of the pages. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna do some more trad streams. It's gonna be great. It's pretty late for you now. Yeah, same here. Same here. See you next stream. Yeah, see you next morning. Goodbye. thank you for, okay, so I'm gonna do this. It's a tradition. Alright, thank you to Big Toe, to Mr. Acid, and Electronics. They were here, but, you know, guess that's, you know, doesn't really matter now. You could have been anywhere, but you chose here. That means something, especially in this very, very, very rough attention economy that the internet has right now. Thank you. Blow you a kiss. I love you, platonically, of course. And we have 84 subscribers. We are now 6 subscribers away from our stretch goal of 90 subscribers. You're beautiful. Thank you and good night.